The nurses felt someone should be with him, Susan McGrady said. Since he doesn't have family close, I need to go. I'm leaving Nick at Kate's. Either you or your dad can pick him up on your way home. Thinking of Nick brought another bout of pain. Jenny's 5-year-old brother had just started kindergarten and loved it. There would be no school tomorrow, or the next day, or the next. Jenny pushed the disappointing thought away and forced her attention back to her mother's request. You want me to get Nick right away? Jenny explained about Mr. Beaumont being injured and her planned trip to the hospital with BJ. That's fine, honey. Go to the hospital first. Kate said he could stay as long as we need him to. I'll have your dad pick him up on his way home. Jenny rubbed the goosebumps on her arms. I'll see you at the hospital then. She hung up the phone and leaned against the wall. Jenny closed her eyes, feeling helpless and uncertain. Less than an hour ago, she and Lisa were happy and comfortable, and life was just about perfect. School had started after a long and exciting summer. She had looked forward to her classes and to settling down to her studies and taking care of Nick. Since she was part homeschooled, she did most of her work at home and came to school to check in with her teachers and to work on projects that could only be done at school. Some of the kids thought the plan sounded complicated, but Jenny liked it. Mom had set up the program a few years ago so Jenny could care for Nick while Mom worked. Neither Jenny nor her mom wanted Nick in daycare, so the homeschool/private school thing seemed ideal. Only now she might not have a school to go to. As if the fire weren't enough, Jenny's intuition kicked in, giving her warning signals of even more trouble. Who was on the phone? BJ pulled the towel from her hair and flicked it at Jenny. Jenny stepped aside. Mom, Michael's been hurt really bad. BJ bit into her lower lip and wrapped the towel around her shoulders. I guess it's time to go to the hospital. Jenny's gaze dragged across the tiled floor, lingering on the drops of water still dripping from their wetsuits. Yeah, I guess it is. Borrowing clean clothes, white cotton shorts and a tank top, from BJ, Jenny ducked into the outside bathroom and finished toweling off. She slipped bare feet into her white sandals, and after pulling her damp hair into a ponytail, she grabbed her book bag and waited for BJ in the entry. The St. John's Medical Center sat high atop what some Portland residents referred to as Pill Hill. The waiting room with so many familiar faces reminded Jenny of the narthex after church with members milling around talking with one another. Only today there were no smiles, just dazed faces of people not quite ready to accept the tragedy as their own. Mrs. Talbot's husband had both elbows on his knees and his head buried in his hands. His wife was the school secretary. Jenny swallowed hard, thinking she should talk to him. She started toward him, but the receptionist called his name and he went to the desk. Our moms are over there. BJ nudged her forward. Susan McGrady was sitting next to Mrs. Beaumont against the far wall. I can't believe it's taking so long, Mrs. Beaumont said as Jenny and BJ approached. Both women looked up at the same time. Mom stood and gave Jenny a hug. Thanks for coming, BJ, Mrs. Beaumont said, not getting up. Mom hugged BJ. Allison and Lisa are down in the cafeteria with Gavin. He was asking about you. Have you seen Michael yet? Jenny asked. Just for a minute, to let him know we're here for him. Tears gathered in Mom's eyes, and Jenny turned away. She wondered how Dad would feel about Mom's being so concerned for Michael. He'd understand, she told herself. Can I see my dad? BJ asked. Mrs. Beaumont shook her head. They're working on him right now. I only got to see him for a minute. He's doing okay. Said to tell you he loves you. It'll be a while before we can see any of them, Mom said. Why don't you join Allison and Lisa? If we hear anything, Mrs. Beaumont added, I'll text Allison or BJ.